Man.
ASMR crunch.
No, for real. Hey, it was a good crunch. That was a nice crunch. We got the crunch. We do the ASMR sip.
Crunchy ice.
Hella crunchy.
I can't hear it through the
I
headphones.
know, but if you heard it, it sounded crazy. Crazy.
You know we fucking live with potato vibes. We throwing ass, making cash cause we outside. You know we wanna vibe with potato vibes. Cause you know I stay lit in this fucking vibe. You know we fucking live with potato vibes. We throwing ass, making cash cause we outside. You know you wanna vibe with potato vibes. Cause I stay lit and you know it's fucking live.
To do this, I'm about to just scooch my boots real quick. First of all, I'm about to damn near just put this motherfucker over this. No, is it too fluffy? I want to wear my hat. Hold on. I'm trying to figure it out, guys. Can I hear? Oh, okay,
Cinnamon
I can hear.
buns.
Is it?
Cinnamon buns.
Does it look crazy though?
No.
Okay, we good then. Okay. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Vibe with Potato Vibes. It's your girl Potato Vibes, and you know we are here to vibe. On today's episode, we got my girl June. June in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thank you so much for coming. I'm very happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
I'm
excited for this.
Of course,
I've watched a couple of your podcasts, and like the intro song is my favorite to dance to.
Oh, I made that off my own head. Made that in here actually. So recorded and everything. And thank you so much. So basically, the way that this podcast is, even though I know you've watched a couple episodes, but the way it is, you're gonna get asked 5 questions. The first 2 are gonna be pretty simple. The last 3 are gonna be a little more thought provoking. So they're gonna be 5 questions. If at any point in time there's a question that you get asked that you don't want to answer, you could be like, I'm not comfortable answering that, and I will give you a different question because you're getting 5 questions regardless.
Okay.
You're not getting out of the 5. But so basically we're going to start it off with you telling the people a little bit about yourself and what your idea of a vibe is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
A little bit about me. I like being creative. I've always been into like do-it-yourself projects. And now I'm a designer, so like everything has led to this moment where I'm making my own things.
And what is the name of your brand?
Then my brand is Revenge Fantasy.
Revenge Fantasy by June.
My idea of a vibe. I usually use the word vibe for like positive connotations.
Okay.
Like if it's a good time, it's a vibe. If you're having fun, it's a vibe. If the lighting is right, it's a vibe.
No, for real, I feel that for sure. So is it a vibe?
Here it is.
It's a vibe. It is a vibe indeed, for sure. Thank you again. So we're gonna start it off simple. What is your top 5 favorite movies?
Ooh, I really like heist movies.
Okay.
Top 5. Now You See Me.
Okay.
It's the one with magicians.
I've seen that.
Like eventually rob a bank, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
I like Casino Royale, the James Bond movie.
Okay.
With Daniel Craig. That one's really good. What's another good movie? There's this movie called So Close. I think it's in Chinese. I watched it when I was little, and it's about an assassin and her sister that like takes down a big corporate guy.
Okay. Sounds fancy.
2 more movies. 1 or 2 other ones. Oh, I like Hayao Miyazaki films.
Who?
Hayao Miyazaki from Studio Ghibli.
Oh, okay.
I think Spirited Away is my favorite out of those.
Fire. I love that movie.
And then another movie, I guess you could call it a movie. It's called Interstellar 555.
Okay.
Maybe it's like 4 5s. It's only music. There's like no talking in it. It's just music. There's like visuals happening. Like
a little opera
visuals.
minus the singing.
There's like aliens in it. Like, there's a story to it, but there's no talking. It's just music. and
Like
I
the
think it's
Nutcracker
pretty
type
cool.
of thing. Have you ever seen the Nutcracker?
I think I have.
The Nutcracker, they're like literally it's nothing but music and it's just dancing around the whole stage and things. Like obviously yours is like more probably not dancing, but you know they're just dancing and balleting all over. There's no words spoken at
Yeah, I
all.
think I've seen that when I was a kid.
Okay, for sure, for sure. Those are some movies that are nice. I think I've seen two. Yeah, two of the five, I think. I know I've seen Spirited Away, because love that movie, great movie. And then I know I've seen Now You See Me for sure. And then the other movies,
love that.
probably not, especially because you said it was in Chinese, so I probably wouldn't have heard about it. But I would watch it, you know, because I love watching me some good foreign movies, especially if they good as hell. Because what was the name of that movie? Kung Fu Hustle. That's my shit. I don't care what nobody
haven't
says.
seen that one.
That movie is hilarious. It's a comedy. It's not like nothing, but it's like it's hilarious. Like they literally have it is action. It's action and comedy. They have like a lady. She's like literally smoking a cigarette all the fucking time. Her husband's like I think like a drunk or something like that. So it's like they like are just basically kind of like seem like they're like regular ass people that let everything slide. Yeah, nah, they really be beat kicking ass. You know what I mean? They really do their thing. So pretty good movie. I recommend if you've never seen it, you should watch Kung Fu Hustle. If you want a good chuckle. To get into the second question, I am going to say if you were on an island and you could only bring three things or items or whatever, what would you bring and why?
Ooh, if I was on an island, like deserted island.
Deserted island.
stranded.
On some Survivor type stuff.
Ooh, three items. I would bring, I think it's called a life straw.
Okay.
Where it filters like any dirty water and you just drink through it. Like, I'd be good on water. I need that to survive. Let's see, that's one item. I think another item I would bring is a torch lighter
Okay.
so I could start a fire.
Can't be struggling.
Which could be like I could use the fire to stay warm, I could use it to cook stuff, or I could use it to send smoke signals so someone can come save me from this desert.
Man, you I'm to figure something out. Like I gotta get up out of here.
I'm gonna escape. So somehow I'm gonna escape. Ooh, and then a third item. Let's see. I got water and fire down. Third, I think I would bring like a machete or like some type of swingable sword.
Swingable
So
sword.
I could-
Something that has a blade I can
could
keep
cut
from a
leaves,
distance.
I could cut trees. I could hunt for food. You know, survival things.
For sure, that's a good idea. I mean, shoot, we need to make sure we can cook and cut the food we get, especially if you going out hunting for fish. Like, how you gonna cut the fish without the knife? You know what I mean? You got to scale the fish. Yeah, so I get that. I understand that for sure. Good answers. Good answers. Good answers. Before we get, actually, I'm gonna get into the third question first. Before I say that, the third question is gonna be a little bit more, harder, a little bit more thought provoking. So we're gonna start it off simple. What is your idea of love, and how do you feel about love in this day and age?
Ooh. Like love towards people or like love towards activities?
I'd say towards people, not activities.
Love towards people. I think my idea of love is it's reciprocal. So like it's not just one sided, but like both people or both parties are loving each other equally. Love can be shown many different ways. It could be quality time. That's like my number one.
That's my
like
love
spending
language too.
time
Just
with
hanging
other
out. We
people.
don't even got to be doing nothing together. We can just be
Yeah.
next to each other
We could be in the same room doing nothing.
in the same vicinity, touching toes.
Love could be cooking for other people. I like to cook. And I could also eat. So if someone makes something for me, I'm like, oh, they love me.
Like, oh, you love me. Thank you.
Yes. Love in this day and age. Ooh, I feel like in this day and age, love can be with anybody. I'm queer, so I'm pansexual, so
Get a girl.
Love can be with men or women or non-binary people. It could be with anybody. And I like how more accepting it is in this day, like if I was born 30 years ago and it was more restrictive, I would feel unsafe. But like, especially I live in San Francisco, so I feel safe.
Definitely. You're in a very
who
safe
I want
region.
to love, and like, it's not weird to hold hands with just platonic friends either. Like, it's all love.
Like, nothing but love around here. It's not that deep sometimes. Like, I just want to hold my friend's hand, feel safe. I feel that for sure, for sure. Wait, is that it? Okay. Before we get into the last two questions, I wanted to give you the opportunity to, if you have any questions for me, to ask away. I'm an open book.
Questions that I haven't asked yet. What are your favorite hobbies, like besides doing podcasts?
My favorite hobbies are I like to paint. I like to write poetry. I like to go to the beach and just kind of like go into like the do not go areas because they're usually like the prettier looking areas, you know. Like when I lived in San Francisco, you know, there's like Ocean Beach, and then like way on the corner, like if you go all the way far to the side, there's like the lookout area.
Yes.
I used to climb over the place that's like, don't go here. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Climb over, go down the stairs, chill over there, hella hiding. So I like doing stuff like that. I love going on hikes. They're like really fun. I may like complain the whole time because I have asthma. Like I'm out here dying and fighting for my life, but like I definitely enjoy the overall experience. You know what I mean? So I would say things like that. Going to see movies. I used to do that a lot more often before I like came where I live now, because the movie theater I used to go to all the time is like hella far and nobody wants to drive that far every time just to go see a movie. So I'll probably swap out what I was doing before. I used to be a member, you know what I mean? Had the club points, free movies, you know what I mean? And then nobody want to drive like 30 minutes to go see a movie. I don't like that. I don't like that idea at all. I like to do things by myself a lot too sometimes. So it's like, And eating. That's a great hobby, no cap. You know, I I got to do it to stay alive, but like going to go try new places, that's what I mean. Not like just eating regularly, because I literally eat probably one meal a day on a regular. So like, don't do me. But yeah, those are some of my like hobbies. What are yours?
Ooh.
Other than, you know.
Speaking of food, I like to eat too. I like to try food from different cultures, like from all around the world, like Ethiopian food, Jamaican food, Japanese. I like to try things I've never had before. Like I had alligator for the first time at a food festival, and I was like, that's what I want. I looked at their whole menu. It was like chicken, frog legs, which I also really like. But then I saw the alligator. I was like, that's the one. That's what I have to get. And it was awesome.
They had alligator what?
It was like alligator bites. So they're like little like nugget shapes.
Okay, I've had those before. And what do frog legs taste like? I've never busted those down.
It makes me think of like a hybrid of chicken and fish. That's how I would describe it.
Okay.
To like breed them together. That's what frog tastes like.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I would try it, you know what I mean? Unless it just so happened to be like thrown into a dish without me knowing it's there. Like, wait, what is your ethnic background?
I'm Chinese and Filipino.
Okay. I'm so glad you said the second half. So I've tried, what is it called? I don't know what it's called in, Tagalog, or I think what they called it, like chocolate meat or like chocolate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like eating it. And I'm like going crazy, and as I'm eating it, my friends are like laughing at me, and I'm like, "Why are y'all laughing at me?" I'm so confused, and they're like, "You like it?" And I'm all like, "Yeah, it's nicely seasoned, and it's not that bad." And they're like, "Do you know what it is?" I'm like, "Meat, clearly, you know what I mean?" And they're all like, "Yeah, but that's like blood." I said,
Yeah.
Why would you tell me that? Like when I'm like halfway through the plate, bro, you should have waited till I at least finished my meal. Now I don't want to eat this because you didn't ruin
what
it.
it's made of.
Well, like my whole thought process, you've ruined this for me. Like, why would you do that to me? And they were like, you already ate half of it. And I was like, I'm gonna finish my plate, but don't tell me things while I'm eating. Like, wait until after. Got me eating blood. You ain't gonna tell me, bro. Like,
yeah, I don't think I knew it was blood until like maybe my third or fourth time having it. Like after a few times, eventually my mom was like, "Oh, this is blood." And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know that." I wasn't super disgusted by it, but I was just surprised.
Nigga, like, never in my life did I think I was going to be freely a vampire, but I guess this is what we're doing, you know what I mean? Going crazy, you know?
That's like one of my favorite dishes.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Hey, it's not nasty though, so I definitely understand. Like, it was buzzing. The seasoning was perfect. I was like, this is actually pretty good. You just didn't need to tell me what it was, you know? You could have just let me be blind and just eat it freely, you know? Do you have any other questions that you would like to ask?
Ask you. Ooh. One of my hobbies is going to like street fairs and festivals.
That's, you know, you said you was ready to go take a gander out there, so I feel that, shoe.
Or what are some of your favorite like the Cherry Blossom Festival or like Pride? What are some of your favorite events to go to?
I don't really go to events. I would say I've been to Pride once in my entire lifetime, and that was very fun. Got on the stage and the whole 9 yards and things, because my friend's a go-go dancer, so I was, you know, VIP all day long, everywhere I go, baby. But that's beside the point. So, like, that was pretty fun. Pride is fun. I like concerts, but like a festival, I've never really been to like festivals for real. I like museums too. That's another hobby. I like to go to museums, or like the Japanese tea garden and like the botanical gardens. I love doing that when I lived in San Francisco. I'd hop on the bus in a heartbeat and go do that. Forget that. Like, especially because I think Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
Like a free day.
Yeah, I'm all like Tuesdays or Wednesdays. No, there's a time frame every Tuesdays and Wednesdays, not just a free day.
Oh.
So I think it's either the Japanese tea garden or the botanical. Don't quote me. Look that shit up. No cap. Just look it up. But one of them is every Tuesday, I think, from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m.
Yeah,
Bro, or 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. The most outrageous time frames. But you can get it for free. No matter who you are, you can get it for free. And at the time frame when I went, I was doing summer school, so I had to be up that early, you know what I mean? So I didn't even care. I was like, bro, get up, we're getting on the bus, we're going straight there, you know, so we can get there. And then I think it's the same day, the opposite, so the botanical gardens or whatever, or the Japanese, whichever one I didn't say, they have it where it's from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. So it's like literally you have 1 hour where you can get in there for free.
Yes.
And I was all like, perfect. So I was like, we can go to this one first and then go to this one right after. And then I'm like, and I know for a fact where you have, obviously if you're like a San Francisco resident, you know, you can get into different places for free on certain days or discounted and stuff. So like the museums and such, because I love SF MoMA and those museums. Those are amazing. So I like doing things like that. Those are some pretty good hobbies that you like too. You know what I mean? What got you into doing fashion though?
Ooh, fashion. I've always liked...
Because I need one of your outfits. Your outfits are always so pretty and shiny and shit. Like, what the hell? I'm like, I want to shine, June. I want to shine.
I will make it.
Got me out here rocking everything else. I want to shine, girl. Bling, bling, pow.
I've always made things for myself. Like, I think since middle school, I've always made, like, clothing and jewelry for myself.
Mm-hmm.
But then I didn't start thinking about making it for other people, unless it's someone's birthday. I went to my first trap art event just for fun, to look at the art, because I like looking at art.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, maybe I should start selling my jewelry here. And so I started vending with them. And then I saw my first fashion show there. And I thought, oh, that was cool. I can do this. I can do this.
If I can make clothes for myself, I can figure it out for someone else. Like,
I had a shitty, like, $20 sewing machine from Walmart back then. But then I upgraded and bought myself a real sewing machine.
She said, now I got fucking skills out here, bro.
Can make clothes for other people.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Is it hard? Like, is it a hard process? Or
it is very hard because I didn't go to school for this. I've only taken one sewing lesson from, like, a celebrity designer, and it was basic shit. He just showed me how to thread my sewing machine and make a buttonhole, and that was about it.
She said, that's all I learned. That's all I got.
Everything I learned is from YouTube videos, and there's this website called Instructables where it, like, teaches you step by step how to do everything.
Okay. Gotta love YouTube University and Instructables. Okay.
But it is very hard. I feel like I wouldn't struggle as much if I actually went to school for fashion.
For sure. I agree. You know, you would have learned a lot more, a lot different type of things. You would have definitely learned more than just little button stitch. You know what I mean? So, but you doing the damn thing regardless. regardless, learning the things you know. You know what I mean? I've seen plenty of times on the runway of your clothes and things and such. Regardless if I'm walking behind or if I'm just watching in the crowd or DJing. I've seen your shit and your shit goes hard. You know what I mean? I love it. It's nice. It's elegant. It's pretty. It's shiny. You know what I mean? So if you want to be flossy, tap in, get your clothes from my girl June. You know what I mean? Now let's dabble into this fourth question. If you could go back in time to around between middle school to high school time frame and talk to your younger self and tell yourself something, what would you tell your younger self, knowing what you know now?
Ooh, middle school, high school time. I would tell myself to not date men and focus on my business.
She said, do not do the distractions, bro. Don't do it.
Don't waste your time with boys and just focus on revenge fantasy. Because I didn't get my LLC until maybe 2019, maybe 2020. Because I started doing fashion shows maybe in 2019. And then I didn't actually get an LLC until a year or two later.
She said, stay away from the boys. Y'all hear that? You hear that, little June? Stay away. Stay away. It's not worth it.
Focus on your
Focus
business.
on what you want to do. You will be flourished so much faster if you just focus.
Exactly. No distractions.
No, for real. I feel
I
that.
think about it, I was like, oh, I wasted almost a year dating this guy when I could have been doing more shows.
No, for real. When I could have been focusing on me, because he was not helpful. I feel like it'd be different if it was supportive and helpful, the whole 9 yards. Because then it's all well, you're helping me grow too.
Yeah.
But if it's not none of that, it's what are you here for? Mm-hmm. So that's what's up, though. That's what's up. Lil June. This is not the fifth question, but tell me a little bit more about you. Who is June? Yeah. What made you get the revenge fantasy? What made you come up with that?
Ooh, that's a good question, because I didn't have a name for a long time. I used to mostly focus on jewelry, and I could not think of a name. So for a while, my business cards just said Custom Jewelry by June, which I think was really lame, but I couldn't think of a good name. So those were on my business cards for a while. And I was vending at different events in San Francisco, Oakland, and Berkeley, just selling jewelry. And then I started doing clothing. So I was like, I need to come up with a real name that encapsulates everything that I do. And there was one time I was sitting, I think in an office somewhere, and the door was open. Someone pushing a cart, or maybe it was a janitor pushing a trash can, passed by. He was listening to a podcast, and on the podcast, they said something, revenge fantasy, and then he went down the hallway and it passed by. And I was like, oh shit, that's a really good name.
Like that.
That's a good name. That's going to be it.
Hey girl, we gonna just add by June. That's all they need to know, because it's by me. But we giving them revengeful fantasies, baby. Quit playing. I like that. That's nice. That's nice. So who is June?
June is a chef. I've been working in restaurants since I was 18. I like to cook for other people. It makes me happy.
That's nice. That's so nice. I cannot agree with that, but that is so nice. I will cook for other people, but it does not make me happy, in any kind of way, shape, fashion, or form. I'm not in the kitchen chipper as fuck to be doing this shit. I'm doing it because I care. I do it exactly like you said. If someone cooks for me, I know they love me. I'm doing it because I love you. I am not doing it because I fucking want to do it. I'm not in here. This is so. No. Don't get me wrong though. If I went to culinary school and all that, I definitely would do it because I love to do it. You know what I mean? But that's not what I chose to do with my lifetime. So, no. If I cook for you ever, know that I love you. If I've never cooked for you, it's not like I don't love you. You just ain't took the opportunity. You know what I mean? So, sorry. So sorry.
We should cook for each other sometime.
Definitely. That's what I was going to say. And whenever she comes back, Pixie and the Vibe, I would love for you to come because I'm the one that usually cooks the food in general. So I would be cooking for you, and she'd be making you a nice little bevy. You know what I mean? So I would love to have you on that. And then outside of that, I can still bring you a little something, just cook for you in general. Because I've been cooking a lot more lately since I have a significant now. So yeah, if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be cooking shit. Outside of that podcast, I wouldn't be cooking shit.
I love cooking and baking. I really want to make brownies this week.
I'll be making them fresh out the box brownies. Them things be going hard though every time. Soft, chewy, just. And then I got Snoop Dogg's cookbook not too long ago.
Oh my god!
I definitely
seen that in the store.
I got it. Had to get it. I made the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Fire. And then I made the don't ask me the name, but I made the shrimp Alfredo that was in there. Fire. Actually pretty good. It was pretty good. So shout out to Snoop Dogg for the 2 recipes. We're going to try your ribs next. You know what I mean? So got ideas, got plans. You know what I mean? So to get into, I'm sorry, did you finish telling me about June?
About me. Yeah, besides being a chef, I'm a creative. I like making stuff. I'm not good at drawing at all, but I love making 3D things like clothing and jewelry. Mm-hmm. It's funny, like you'll see my sketchbook. It is the shittiest drawing, but I know what I mean.
I know what it's going to look like when I put this shit together.
I see the vision.
Nigga, you don't see it, but I see it. Yes, I see it.
Yes. I love making things. I love doing things with my hands, which I think is why I like cooking so much. It's like cutting things and grating things and flipping it in the pan is so much fun for me.
That is so dope that you enjoy that. I can't say it's not therapeutic sometimes because it's like if you're angry you'll clean or something like that, you know what I mean? Because me, I'll clean up if I'm irritated. Let me just do something. Or if I'm extra bored, I'm just gonna clean, fuck it. Or I will, if I want to just be a little adventurous, like let's make something new. Like I've eaten a lot of the things that I've made, but I've never made them. Like I made peach cobbler for the first time not too long ago. That was fire. I've been making a lot of whipped cream from like scratch and stuff like that, so that's been nice. I made a salted caramel whipped cream. I've made a cinnamon kind of whipped cream, so that was nice. I made Oreo cheesecake for the first time.
Oh, I love Oreo.
Yeah, that's his favorite cookie, so he's a cookie man. But yeah, I'm like, I'll just be making all types of stuff just to try it out. Smothered chicken, like all that good stuff. So it was just like, I've never made these things before, and here I am.
Okay, what are you gonna make for me?
Yeah, so what are your ideas? Are you allergic to anything?
I'm not allergic to anything, but I am lactose intolerant.
Okay, so
I can eat like cheese and ice cream usually, but if I have a coffee drink with whole milk or cream, that will fuck me up.
She said we're done. That is a wrap after that. No, for real.
I never have a problem eating like a scoop of ice cream or like a slice of cheese pizza.
Okay, for sure. That's good to know. I should have brought you one of the cookies. She made funfetti cookies yesterday.
Oh,
I definitely should have brought you one. I'm sad. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Next time
for sure. Because we're filming a lot of content, so we'll have plenty of cookies for you next time.
Next time we'll have snacks. I'll make
Heck yeah!
something.
Next time we're gonna let's do that. Next time we're gonna match each other. Just bring some snacks together and try it out. We can do a podcast doing that because I do want to do. Actually, yes, I do want to do that. So I do. I haven't done it lately, but I've tried to. I'm gonna start like doing a segment, and it's called Big Back Chronicles. Basically, just because it's just eating food and stuff like that. Being big backs. You know what I mean? Nothing slim about it. You know what I mean? So
I can eat.
So basically, it'll be like me going out and trying new foods, but at the same time, we can also do it where it's like if we're coming together and hanging out, we can sit down and be like, okay, I made these dishes that I know you've never tried, and I'm like, okay, and I've made these that you cook, so you might have tried it, but you never tried me cooking it. You know what I mean? So we could do something like that for sure. But I would love to have you on Big Bag Chronicles for sure, because I want to go to a restaurant and try fufu and agusi.
Oh,
the African.
I've never had that.
Exactly. See, it's just so great to hear that.
But it looks good.
It does. It looks so good, and I just want to go and get it and eat it and try it. So that's definitely something that I want to do for sure. And it's a lot of different food places I've never tried, and a lot of different food I've never tried in general. So I just want to go out, try different foods, expand my taste buds. You know what I mean? Stop being so childlike with my taste buds, because there's a lot of things I'll be like, hell no, you can never. You can never. I don't even like bananas, but I tell people I'm allergic.
Some frog legs.
I tell people I'm allergic. Like when I go to stores and go get things, like if I go to like Jamba Juice or something like that, I will literally say I'm allergic. Like I do not care. I put it as an allergy. No bananas, any kind of way, shape, fashion, or form. And people are like, why? And I'm all like, because if you've worked at Jamba Juice, I've worked at Jamba Juice. So if you've noticed, or if you pay attention, it's like when they scoop, ain't nobody paying attention to how they're scooping. You know what I mean? They're just scooping the size that's in there. So who's to say that they've scooped some bananas and part of a banana fell into the strawberries? My drink doesn't come with bananas, but that doesn't mean they're not scooping up whatever goes in there, just throwing it in there if they're not focused. You know what I mean? So it's all like, at this point, you didn't got a banana blended in there. But if you say you're allergic, they have to go to the back. No, they have to go to the back to all the separate frozen strawberries that are already pre-cut, and they have to use the ones that are in the back that have not been mixed or contaminated with anything else. They have to. There's spoons that are back there specifically for that. They have to make your whole thing in the back. That goes for bowls and everything. I ain't trying to say you got to pretend like you're allergic like me, but that's the way I know I will not be testing bananas. So.
Okay. Well, now I know you don't like bananas.
In any kind of way, shape, fashion, or form.
No banana bread for you.
No, ma'am. Thank you. You can make bread. No banana. Shoot, a little cinnamon bread. You know, no raisins, but a cinnamon bread would be great.
Okay. No raisins, no bananas.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, it's a lot of things that I don't like, because you know I don't like raw fish either. So I'm all like, yeah, but I definitely tried. I tried it. I tried the sushi that you gave me for sure. My mom tried it too. It was nice. I was like, this looks raw. I was like, you know, I definitely tried it. It wasn't disgusting, but I couldn't do it because it was a texture thing. But I tried it. I was like, I'm gonna try it at least. I was like, I'm gonna get my girl that, and I like wasabi, so I was like, definitely dip that in that, please. Like, I just need to cut through any texture type things. I'm a big texture girly, which sucks, but if the texture ain't right, I'll be like, no.
Do you like crunchy things?
I do enjoy crunchy things. That's not a bad thing. I can do like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I could eat sushi. It's just the raw aspect of the fish. I don't like anything raw. So it's just like, I wouldn't even eat like a shrimp cocktail. Like, I don't like cold foods or anything like that unless it's meant to be cold. I eat ice cream. You know what I mean?
There are some good cooked sushi rolls, though. Like things with shrimp tempura.
See, like, I would love to try things like that. You know what I mean? Things like that go hard. You know what I mean? Because I love cooked food. Raw food, I'm all like, yeah, we could do like certain raw veggies. You know, we could do that. Or raw fruits. I could bust down
in some hummus.
The fuck out of some raw. And it took me literally, what, a year ago, 2 years ago? I don't know. When I lived in San Francisco, and I worked with my client, we used to do cooking classes and stuff like that. It took us making hummus in the class for me to even taste hummus for the first time. And luckily, I enjoyed it the way we made it. The way I made it, it was busting. I added some hot sauce into it. I said, this is great. We made it in a little pita bread with this spinach and the pepperoni slices and all. It was so good, so good. So good to the point where I needed to remake it again type stuff. It didn't come out the right way. And it's because I couldn't find the recipe and I just was going offline. But I got to find the right recipe.
Hummus, and I like to add a hot sauce.
I love a good spice. I love spice. That's one thing I can say. I love me some spicy food. Love some spicy food. I'm a spicy girl. So into the fifth question, because I never got there. My last question that I want to ask you is, if the world was ending, what would be the last 5 things you would want to do before everything just was over?
Oh, before I die, would I be able to, if the world's ending, would I be able to travel? Or it's like that day, the world is ending that day. I don't. The world is ending time.
That day. You have at max like 5 hours left to get your shit together before you just get wiped off the map.
Dang.
Damn near a thing an hour. You know what I mean? Until you get wiped off the map. But what would you do?
Okay, if I know the world's ending,
you know it. Like, it's not a surprise. Yes, it's not a surprise.
It's for sure.
I'm definitely giving you that time limit type, like on a what is the name? Black Mirror type shit, where it's like, you know, you have like the time clock on your wrist. Like, you see 5 hours later is what you got.
Ooh. I would be bad. I'm definitely going. I'm walking into any Michelin restaurant. I live in San Francisco, so I assume if the world was ending, just so happened to be on a day I'm in my hometown, I would walk into a Michelin restaurant, just take whatever food looks good to me off people's tables. Like, I don't care. The
Nigga, this
world's
shit look
ending.
fire. I'm
gonna
eating.
try this. I'm gonna
And
try
keep in
some of
mind,
this.
you are the only one that knows the world is ending, so everyone's looking at you crazy.
Oh,
Like, this
okay.
is blasphemous.
I mean, I don't care what they think. If I have 5 hours to live, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm taking your
Give me your
plate.
fucking plate.
It's too bad.
Like, I wasn't done. That's too damn bad. I'm fucking hungry.
I'm just gonna walk into like a Michelin restaurant where all the food looks good. I'm gonna try a bunch of that, and I'm gonna walk out. People are gonna be caught off guard, but
They're gonna be too stunned to
I'm
speak.
like, I don't have time for this. Like, time for the next activity.
I'm cracking up. Too stunned to speak. That's one thing. You
That's
got 4
one
more
thing.
activities.
Okay, 4 more things. I really like archery, honestly, so I would probably spend the whole hour doing that. Go to an archery range, and since the world's ending, money doesn't matter anymore.
Doesn't.
I would rent the most expensive equipment and
Just like, I'm going
shoot
crazy.
arrows with all
Like,
of those.
I'm going out here with straight military grade archery equipment.
Ooh, I would definitely want to. Since the world's ending, I'm just gonna spend all my money. Fuck it. I would.
You don't need it in 5 hours, so you
I
might
would
as well.
order my friends and family rides so we can all meet up together. So we can do archery together.
They're gonna be so confused, too.
We can raid a restaurant together and just try all the food.
They're going to be so confused.
I'm the only one who
You're
knows.
the only
world's
one who
ending, so I'd be
knows.
like, fuck it, don't ask any questions.
just do the shit.
I got money to burn.
Don't worry about
We
it.
have 5 hours.
We got 5
So
hours
I
to
don't care
fuck
if you're
shit
working
up.
right now. You're gonna leave work.
Matter of fact, quit your job right now. Just walk the fuck out, bro.
It's like, it's okay. I'll give you some money.
I got 3 bands for you right now. Quit your fucking job, bro. I swear. One more thing.
Okay. Wait, was that 3 things? It was.
4 things. You said
I said
eating the food,
eating the food,
archery,
archery,
ordering everybody rides.
rides. Okay.
What was the other thing you said?
I think that was it. I think that was 3.
I thought there was 4. I swear there was another one.
But yeah, I would order everybody rides probably first, so we can all be together and do these activities together. Okay, 2 more things that we would all do as a group. Ooh. 2 more things, 2 more things. Maybe. Got 5 hours. Archery. Oh, I really like arcades. I think I want to take everybody to an arcade. Like Dave and Buster's or Round One. Those are really good ones. And just whatever games you want to play.
Play those motherfuckers.
Anything you want from the bar, you got it. I'm paying.
It's on me.
Yes.
Guaranteed.
Yes. Yeah, so I feel like each of these I would do for an hour. Since,
Yes, fuck it. I got it at 5 hours. Why not?
Each of these activities would be like an hour. Ooh, one last thing. And then one last thing, I would probably like hug my friends and family goodbye. I'm not gonna let them know the world's ending because I don't want them to stress out. But I just like hug them like see you later type of goodbye, and then I would go somewhere in nature, like in the woods or like on a beach with my man. And we would have sex there. That would be probably the last thing I do.
Except for that's how
I'm gonna go out.
The last 45,
how
I'm
I'm
getting
gonna
my
go
back
out.
blown out before I die. You know what I mean? And I agree. 10 out of 10 would recommend getting your back blown out. If I'm fit to die, I'm fit to die
The world
happy.
is
Fuck all of
ending.
that. Like, if I'm fit to die, I'm about to be one chipper motherfucker getting obliterated. This is not, no, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I feel like my 5 things would be, Off bat, yeah. Let's just have some sex off bat. Like, let's just get that out the way. So the first hour I'm spending like as much time as possible with, my significant, just me and him, before it's like I'm fit to bring it all with everybody. Second hour, I am, it's going to sound kind of crazy, but I'm going to do some outlandish shit because I have never done it in my life, and I probably would never do it in my life. So I'm definitely about to go ahead and hold an airplane hostage because I want to go to Paris. You know what I mean? Like, we're going places at this point, bro. Like, I'm pulling up heavy artillery, like, we're going where the fuck I want to go. You're held hostage. You know what I mean? Within the held hostage situation, I'd probably let him know, bro, we're going to die in a couple hours anyways. I'm not even going to cap to you. Like, you may not believe me. This may sound like some Final Destination shit, but I'm being honest with you. In the next 3 to 4 hours, this won't even be a thing. So let's just, private jet this way. Pew! Full speed. I want to get there within the next 20 minutes type shit. So I don't give a fuck who's in the air. Shoot them down. Like, this is what's going on. Everyone's going to die anyways. The third thing I would do is I'm definitely going to like all zoos and just letting all animals free, because why the fuck not? I'm just like, why not? You know what I mean? Everyone that's been trapped, let's be free together.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if a lion bodies you before the world does, but let's just let everyone be free and live their best little life now at this point. That's 3 hours.
I love that.
The fourth hour, I'm definitely like just hopping on national TV and letting everyone know, like, and it's gonna be like the most casualist like slide in their conversation. I was like, hey guys, you know what I mean? What's up? How's everyone doing today? We're all doing great. I hope so. Everyone's probably confused on why I'm on the camera, and that's okay because I've never done this before. But let's have a little conversation about life before the universe takes it. And they're gonna be like, what? Everyone's probably gonna pause when I say that, and I'm just gonna be like, y'all don't know, but I know. So make sure you tell everyone you love them.
And I'm letting you know now.
Literally, me. You can believe me or not, but you should probably take this opportunity to tell everyone you love them. Me, looking at the time, I got 30 minutes left. So for the next 30 minutes, I'm going to let everyone that I don't like know I hate you all. You know what I mean? Fuck that bitch that did this to me back in the days. Fuck that one teacher that did this. Like, I'm taking the 30 minutes to talk my shit. The last hour, sitting with the fam, the whole fam, the people that have been in my life, my whole life, fam, friends, all of that. And I'm just going to be like, let's just all spend time together, having great memories before we can't be together anymore, That's pretty much what I would do, I just got to do some outlandish shit, We're dying. Yeah, I'm like, we're dying.
The world's ending in 5 hours. Fuck it.
Why not?
Just do it all.
Why not? You know what I mean? Like, you could. It's just like, to me, it's like, you can believe me or not. That's all I'm gonna keep saying. You can believe me or not, but I can guarantee you, in the time frame that I'm saying, we're obliterated. We're gone. It's a wrap. Like, wrap that shit up. I love you all. Good night. On some Harry Truman or some Truman Show type shit. Good night.
I liked that movie.
It's such a good movie. Such a good movie. But that is all 5 of the questions. Thank you so much for being here, getting to know about you, getting to know about the brand and things like that. Hell, I didn't know you was making clothes since back in the days like that either. So I'm glad that you really got skills like that. It's nice to know that YouTube comes in clutch and so does Instructable. So, check those 2 things out if you ain't ever been on there. If you struggling and you want to learn how to do something, we giving you ways to learn how to do it. Before we get out of here, is there anything else you would like to ask?
Ooh, anything else I would like to ask?
Yeah, before I do my little wrap-up session at the end, yes.
What are some different types of foods or snacks from other cultures that you've been wanting to try?
I don't really know too many snacks or, things like that other than like fufu and agusi from the African culture. I've tried like pancit and lumpia, things from Filipino culture, the Americanized Chinese food, you know what I mean? I've never tried like, nothing homemade. I've made my own lo mein before and that was fire, like magnifique. I don't know if it's from a culture, if it's just some shit that's made, but I've wanted to always try like cucumber salads, like how they be making those little like made ones, those. It would just be specific things good. I would be okay with eating.
Simple, but so good.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to eat one of those. I'm really trying to think. I love Mexican food, so I always eat those type things. I've eaten American food, soul food. I've tried like butter chicken and like, garlic naan and all that. Like, What other cultures do we have? There's so many other cultures, and I'm so sorry if I've never tried anything Jamaican. I've never tried anything Singaporean. Like I've never tried any Brazilian food. I don't think I've ever tried. I think I've went to like a Guatemalan restaurant possibly, but I don't think I like ate anything there. I think I just had to go to the bathroom, but I'm not sure. So like different, like just far out places I've never tried, you know. So anything that I could get that's accessible here, I probably tried for the most part. If not, I've tried authentic Italian food before for my friend's birthday, like authentic handmade pasta noodles and all that. That shit was fire. That shit was fire for sure. What have you never tried, or would you like to try?
Ooh, that's a good question. I haven't. Damn, I've tried a lot of things like Peruvian, Singapore.
See, I ain't even Peruvian.
So many different ones. I haven't had much Malaysian food. I've only been to like one Malaysian restaurant.
I've had Mongolian and Korean barbecue.
Oh, I like Korean food.
Yummy.
What's in it?
Love me some kimchi.
I haven't tried much African food.
We got to expand our horizons.
I've been to like one Senegalese restaurant. It was really good. Yeah, I want more of the stuff that I haven't had much of. Like that's not available here. Like Dominican food. I don't even know if there's any Dominican restaurants near me.
Hey, that's a good thing. I'm like, I got Dominican friends, so
like whenever you do your big back
she
episode,
said, let me
I'm
know.
ready
We can
to
go.
eat.
Let's go get some food, sis. Every episode, damn near. I'm going to be like, big backing it with June today. Big backing it with June next week, too. You know what I mean? We stay eating out here. Me and June getting thick together, you know. Thank you so much, June, for being on the podcast. I truly appreciate it 100%. Before we get out of here, let people know where to find you and how to look up you on social media platforms.
Ooh, where to find me? I'm mostly on Instagram. So it's Revenge Fantasy by June. June like the month. And my email is there. But like most main form of contact is you can message me through Instagram.
And what can they look out for you coming up soon?
Ooh, coming up soon. I mostly do vending in San Francisco or Oakland, so I'll like post it in my highlights or on my stories. And then my next fashion show is probably going to be Summer Breeze in the summertime. I don't know the exact date, but I will post it on Instagram when I know.
Period. You heard my girl. Catch her vending in SF or Oakland, or catch her in the summertime at Summer Breeze getting that shit done. Hit her up at Revenge Fantasy by June like the month. Thank you again for being on here. And
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
I'm excited for the next time.
No, for real, because next time we big backing it, you know what I mean? Yes. Big backing with June, you know what I mean? That's what's going on next. And until next time, make sure y'all stay 6 feet apart and wash your hands. Peace out, Cub Scouts.